So,
love to be purple.
next I'll say Dash.
Alright, everybody. My name's Dash. I'm playing my character V. And she's. What was she doing? I'm sure it didn't matter, anyways.
We'll find out next time on Dragon Ball Z.
And what is V?
V is a cleric, and she's mostly there to make sure her party don't die. And that's her primary
And she's
job.
been doing a pretty good job of it.
Yes. Her job is to make sure they don't die. Remember that, Rose.
Murder, 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 murder.
Yes, Sips.
Ah,
Alright, and last but not least,
Hello, hello. I'm Tasha, and today I'm playing my variant human Sorlock. No,
no,
Roguelock.
Roguelock. There you go.
Yes, Lyra,
Yes.
whose patron is a certain Bone Daddy.
Yes,
And yeah,
yes.
that's me.
Alright, and last time you guys took a flight with some wonderful birds and had talked to a very flirty bard who apparently came on to V, and V does not appreciate.
Exactly.
And had tea
he
with the king
wanted
and queen.
your body, homie.
If he wants your body and you don't think he's sexy, just tell the Minotaur. I mean, hi, how are you?
Fire. You guys had tea with the king and queen, and very quickly learned that Jaren very much dislikes the king.
No, not at all.
Very much.
No.
I'm sorry, I don't like military leaders that couldn't lead their way out of a wet paper bag.
And then y'all found out that you could have had people help you with your wonderful rocks, the birds. But Alyssa did not have that happen because she was teaching you how to fly them without help.
In other words, she was testing it, seeing if we'd die, because none of us was actually not safe, so the Minotaur screaming his head off was just for shits and giggles.
Yeah.
Jaron
That,
will
and
remember
it would
that.
be very weird for the thought that how it would work
Ahoy.
in the Minotaur's brain if the whole thought of flight.
Think about that. I'd
Yeah.
be the cow that jumped over the moon.
Exactly.
And then Lyra decided to curse the king. The queen seems to have found out, and V has found out that the queen knows, but hasn't said anything.
Dun, dun, dun! And
The queen has sent
now
you-
we're caught up.
Yes, the queen has sent you on a mission, but you have a week before you get to do that mission to do whatever you would like.
It's a shopping montage episode.
More or less. So, I would like to ask, in this week in Anasari, the capital of the Elven Kingdom, where you guys have made friends and allies, what would each of you like to do? I'm going to start with Tasha.
Perhaps list some options, Rose.
Good question.
Alright, so what's going on in the city recently is in the first ring, there are special vendors selling food from Queen Lysandra, of the Fair Folk, Queen of all Fair Folk. There's a cooking competition.
Safe fairy food.
Safe fairy food, yes. It is a cooking competition in the first ring. In the second ring, they are having a sale at merchants for sharpening weapons, shining armors, any other kind of merchant wares and tears that you might need.
Repairs and maintenance.
Yep.
Have a 10% discount.
Yes. And in the third ring, they are hosting a party for the nobles for the festivities going on, as the city is celebrating the fact that the king came home safely. Because now they didn't lose a second king that quickly.
Well,
So
I figure for my idea of what to do, I figure I will let Tasha finish her statement.
But yeah, so the third one is having a big get together of nobles with all of their coin purses attached to their hips.
Jingly, jingly, jingly.
Jingle, jingle. Sorry. I had to do this right.
Kind of close.
Hmm.
So as close as I'm gonna get to that, but that's also the D&D players going.
So
Ooh,
the question
not
is,
that.
would you like to join the party first? Get your weapons and armor maintained? Or have a bite to eat?
And by party, not your team.
No, party
No.
isn't the big nobles party. The party, the soiree, the
Party.
shindig. Oh, you came in that outfit? Oh my god, that is so like, oh my god. The belts and
Someone
the
get this
sashes
tour
and
door
oh
out
my,
here.
oh my, oh my, I'm in love. I'm gonna have 3 of those made.
Someone needs
I
to
mean, hi,
remove this
Harry.
Torador from here.
She will join the party, but she is going to be smart about this.
Okay,
Not use her face.
fair.
Alright, going somewhere there.
Walks into a room, no face. Everyone's like, what the fuck?
I'm guessing she's either using magic or disguise kit.
This guy's kid, because she
This
don't
guy's kid
have.
is nice.
All right. I don't know if there's a rule that goes with that.
Yes, there's always a role that goes with everything. Look up the
Yep.
disguise kit quickly on just look up the 2024 disguise
say-
kit. It tells you what to do.
I'm pretty sure that goes for like a deception roll, if anything.
I think it's something like that.
I was gonna say it sounds like a deception roll.
That
All
works.
right.
A legacy one, but that doesn't tell me anything.
They might have removed the disguise kit in the latest version.
Which would be
Mm.
fucking stupid.
Oh, it's still there, but I don't think it does the same thing. They like to fuck you up that way, right?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so she's going to.
No, there's a 2024. I just Google doesn't lead me straight to it. So a DC
Charisma
10
applied,
charisma.
then yeah.
So give me a charisma check.
Do you want charisma or deception?
I mean, they're both
Is
run off
deception
of
charisma based?
Yes, it is.
Go with a
Yeah,
deception.
give me a deception check with advantage.
Oh, sorry, I'm not the DM. I keep forgetting that.
That's fine. You're helping.
15.
That's what matters.
All right. What do you
All
want
right.
to look like?
Um,
Obviously,
she
you
is
can't
going.
go too different from your natural, but give us a description.
What are you cosplaying as today?
She's cosplaying as an elven noble woman,
Very nice.
complete with the fake jelly ears too.
I'm going to interject as a side DM here. Pasha, can I get you to do a history check?
All right,
That works.
16.
16.
All right, so you picked up a minor noble house from the far edges of the kingdom. You know, one of those places people forget about, or is like, oh, they still exist? So that somebody doesn't accidentally go, oh, you're from North Cumbria? I'm from there too. Do you remember Bill at accounting? What?
And you're like, who?
Yeah.
Who?
You're like, but you've laced that into your cover story. You're like, oh, I'm from this far off place.
Basically, she chose a noble house where they've forgotten it so much that they don't care like if that
Mhm.
reputation is ruined.
Exactly. Because, yeah, you didn't want to accidentally pick an important one, like you pick the host's house or something by accident.
So
Pretty
you
much.
come from Red Lume. It's the island off of the main island over to the west.
Yep.
Sorry, east of the area.
Damn colonials.
And you came here for celebrations.
And you know, she is making her way, and she is going to pretend to stumble into someone, and the whole, oh, excuse me. And while she does that, she's going to like
Give me that sleight of hand check.
pocket their wristwatch or something.
What is
Borrow something valuable of theirs.
Yep.
It's been a
The
cursed coin.
Don't give me ideas. I might just use that.
I've made a cursed
Oh,
coin.
nat 20.
I
Damn.
think Lyra literally took everything off this guy, and he's standing there in his underwear.
No. You took his underwear without removing anything else.
That's
Eh,
some
Mind you,
she-
And you
mind you,
got another.
he had a gold-plated G-string, and
my
So you
favorite
got his
anime.
watch.
Okay.
And you also got 64 gold pieces.
Oh,
I would assume pocket watch, not wristwatch.
Yeah, because of the day and age, yeah.
It would probably be finely crafted brass with gold inlays. It's definitely gnomish or dwarven technology using
Dwarven.
clockwork stuff.
Dwarven artificer.
The gnomes are also known for tinkering, right?
Mhm.
Tinker
Yeah.
gnomes, but like dwarf are gnomes, so and it's probably one of those things when you open it up, it actually plays a song. So don't open it up just now.
I won't. But yeah, she kind of goes, "Oh, excuse me, I'm such a klutz," and she'll do the whole open fan in front of her face, you know.
Hey DM, have your NPC roll a insight.
You want me to do a deception or
Yes, please.
23?
He's interested. He
He is very
smiled
much.
at you. He gave you that sly,
moment.
well, would you like to go further with this conversation, my lady?
Please let me escort you into the party, my lady. You're might be a klutz, but you are quite
Do I make you
beautiful.
horny, baby? Do
No.
I make you randy?
Austin
No.
Powers.
Yeah, he'll offer his arm to walk you into the rest of the party.
All right.
Alright. Dash. What would you like to do? Oh, I forgot to mention that you, like I said, you do have your 3-room house that is in the first ring. If you would like to also check that out today, or during the week.
We have our little tiny mansion,
Yes.
also known as an apartment.
Or a townhouse.
So that.
Could be a townhouse.
Yeah. So Dash, what would you like to do during the week at this moment?
At this moment, I would say that outside of messing around with that little townhouse that they have, V
Okay.
is going to visit the local churches.
Okay.
Because I realize she has yet to do that, and see if she can get a foot into it.
Rose, I'd say since it's a festival day, the churches are probably very full of people.
Oh yeah, they're very full.
It's like one of those that everyone's at church or in the streets or both, going back and forth. So you're going to have a lot of NPCs that you can ignore.
Yeah, there's people everywhere. This celebration isn't just Anasari. Anasari is the capital city, so you have
there's people from everywhere.
Yeah, you have people that are coming from Ala Aloria, the
Coming
The
from far
Lalian.
and wide.
Renloom, Isoluna.
They've probably come from everywhere.
Sinbel.
Everywhere.
Come
Oh
from
my god, they're
everywhere.
coming from everywhere.
So the city went from having a couple of elves to like high elves everywhere. There's tons.
Oh my
of
god,
them.
there's more elves here than I've ever seen in my entire life. In fact, I think this is all the elves I've ever seen in my entire life. I know him. He still owes me 20 silver.
There's
I'll
also
be
some
right
wood
back.
elves. You see a couple of sea elves.
So it's just a bunch
see
of
the-
elves.
You're in the Elven Kingdom, so yes.
Okay, that's pretty much
But we're
what I
not
need to know.
elves.
Elves of different culture and backgrounds. Got it.
Yes.
So, V is just gonna like kind of drift through the crowds. She's just trying to see like any high nobles, aristocrats, maybe a in terms of the church, like who's running the church, who's taking the lead inside of the church area. Just trying to get like she's trying not to meet them. She just wanted to know who they are for future
Your
use.
information gathering.
Exactly.
Yes, so that would be an
Investigation.
investigation. Yes.
So.
And are you doing it in the second ring, which is the merchant ring, or are you doing it in the noble ring, which is the
Noble
third ring? Okay. Da, 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 da.
By the way, Rose, a note on the disguise kit. When it only lists the DC 10 thing like that, that just means, hey, this is the basic we've given you. If you want to do other things, like say Tasha wanted to use the disguise kit to look like a specific person, I would say up the DC to like 15 or 20.
Yeah.
But
Makes
that,
sense.
I've noticed it's just a guideline, but they don't tell you it's just a guideline, so some people are just going to assume there's no other abilities that disguise kit can do, which would be stupid because you can disguise other things other than people too.
Yeah, I figure it's basically a cosplayer's Tinkle Trunk.
I'm waiting for the moment that Garrett uses a disguise kit to make Raisins look like something else.
I'm waiting for Raisins to look like a human.
That'd be
Lol.
hilarious.
Yes, Tasha, that's exactly what I was thinking, actually.
Raisins gets a hat of anthropomorphication. Suddenly is like